and that was to raise some money. We were short on funds, and we needed $20,000 as of June 30th. So she said, oh, I'll plan a dinner and an auction, invite my friends over, and I'll raise money for you.
So basically, her community service was planning a fundraiser.
No, I worked in the place,
She worked in the place, too.
Did she do everything you asked her?
Everything I asked her. And this is all the judge asked me. This is what the judge called to me personally and said, Vera, whatever you want Jaja to do, she must do. And if she does not do it, you let me know. I'm going on a vacation for a week, and then after she came in, she presented herself. The community loved her. The people, the seniors, the homeless women.
Arrogant and condescending?
Oh, no. I told Doug, I spoke with her attorney, and I said, when she comes to our center, tell her not to wear designer clothes that come in her expensive car, because we couldn't be responsible for the car, and you don't need the designer clothes.
The car was at the police station anyhow.
So what did you wear
I didn't know
to go to work?
Listen, guys, I'm a horsewoman. I wear jogging suit.
Pants.
I don't dress. Designing clothes are for the shows. I'm not that rich. I mean, I came to her. I answered the telephones. I fed the poor, and I entertained the ladies who were. One lady, by the way, I asked her how much she pays for a manicure. She said $40, and she was homeless. And the other lady is right here, who I found in your place, and she became my best friend. This little homeless down there with her daughter. She lives with me.
Where is
Nancy, she lives with me.
Raise your hand, Nancy.
Nancy, raise your hand. She's a beauty. And she's a brilliant lady.
Nancy, did you really meet at LUCAP during Jaja's community service?
Yes, I did meet her there.
And I adopted her on her
what was your
daughter.
status at that time?
What was my status at what
She
time?
was in
Were you
trouble.
a homeless person? Is that true?
Not really, because we don't consider it as a homeless when you have a place to stay. It's only those that are living out on the streets that are homeless.
But you were in pretty tough times, pretty tough straits.
Yes, I had a string of bad luck.
And now you're working with Jaja?
She lives with me and her daughter, too, and I adore her.
What kind of lady is she?
Miss Gabor,
Don't you dare tell it.
you have to know her, in order to get along with her.
Well, do you agree with Ricardo feeling that she's a little bit arrogant?
No. And sometimes she is, but not all the time. No.
Darling, I'm a European lady. She works for me. She gets well paid. Her daughter lives with us. I give her a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom kitchen apartment for nothing. She gets $50 a day, and we love her. And we love her daughter, and that's it.
That reminded me, speaking of family, I heard that your sister Ava and her boyfriend Merv Griffin were embarrassed by all your antics.
Sweetheart, if Merv and Ava are embarrassed, then I'm embarrassed for them, too. That's my answer.
Take a break. Be right back. Janet Carlton's back.
They were mighty hungry when they got home that night. No ordinary meal would do them right. She needed something hearty.
Beef noodle hearty.
She got the heartiest hamburger helper she could. Rib stick and beef noodle always tasted real good, and it was hearty.
Beef noodle hearty.
Had oodles and noodles and a beefy sauce, too. Her 2 guys loved it, and her daughter did, too, 'cause it was hearty.
Beef noodle. Beef noodle hearty.
Hamburger helper.
Hearty beef noodle.
Makes a great beef.
Introducing Glade Plug-ins Air Freshener. It keeps
on freshening. And freshening.
And freshening.
Plug it in, plug it in.
New Glade Plug-ins freshens for 30 days.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Gently, constantly warms this refill cartridge for a full 30 days.
Freshens 30 days. Freshens out of your way. Plug it in, plug it in.
After 30 days, just pop in a refill. Try Glade Plug-ins and plug into 30-day freshness.
Plug it in.
If you'd like to be a part of this great-looking, very intelligent, highly motivated audience, write us at Geraldo Tickets, 524 West 57th Street, New York, New York. The zip here, 10019. Or call 212-265-1283. Jaja. We'll be right back.
Dress for success at Famous Footwear's famous brand dress shoe sale.
Save $8 on America's most popular women's dress shoes. just $21.99.
Men's leather nunbush, $34.99. You save $12 to $15 at Famous Footwear.
Women's comfort sole dress shoes, $21.99. You save $8.
Men's leather nunbush, just $34.99. That's $12 to $15 off.
Right now at Famous Footwear.
Here it is, more than a sale, a savings extravaganza, like nothing you've seen before. It's New York Carpet World's 64th anniversary. It's big. More carpets than you've ever seen in any store, anytime. It's exciting, huge savings. It's like getting 2 rooms of carpet for the price of 1. Prices lower than you ever dreamed possible. It's amazing. Giveaway prices and you still get padding free and a year of credit free. Big, exciting, amazing 64th anniversary sale through Saturday at New York Carpet World.
Stop settling for less.
Move up to quality.
Harlem Furniture.
High-style furniture.
Low prices.
5-piece almond and brass dinette.
$3.99.
Multi-pillow back sofa.
And love seat.
$7.99.
Or save $1,000 on 7-piece waterfall bed walls.
Now $14.99.
At Harlem, quality is affordable.
Harlem Furniture.
2525 North Harlem.
79th and Cicero.
Gulf and Roselle, Hoffman Estates.
183rd and Halstead.
5957 Butterfield Road, Hillside.
River Tree Court, Vernon Hills.
Harlem Furniture, you like our style.
He's on several boards of directors. He's involved with dozens of companies. Rob James knows business. That's what he brings to his classroom at DeVry.
I want my students to feel like they're out there in the real world, solving problems, making decisions, succeeding.
At DeVry, you learn from instructors who know firsthand what companies need. They're in touch, and so are you.
In today's world, if you're out of touch, you're out of business.
Get in touch. Call 1-800-247-7800. DeVry. We're serious about success.
The last word on one of the most familiar celebrities on the planet, I would say. You and Muhammad Ali, Jaja.
He's a good friend of mine, Mohammed. You know, I was raised in Turkey under Kemal Atatürk, who was a little bit like this guy we are in war with almost now. And I heard, I wasn't born then, but he won against the Germans, French, and English. The Ottoman Empire lost to the German French in 17 or 18 or 24, and he came with soldiers without shoes on and took the Ottoman Empire
And the point is?
back. The point is that we should think about that world differently. They are not Americans. They'll do anything for the honor. They'll give their last child for the honor. We cannot just say, you are idiots, you are stupid, you do that. We have to think as the Arabs think, not as the Americans. That's a different civilization.
I think there's truth to that.
And I was in jail 2
rudely
months
interrupted
in Baghdad.
Janet Charlton. Really?
Not jail.
Oh, how was that prison? Better or worse than El Segundo?
It wasn't a prison. I wasn't let out. I had a Turkish diplomatic passport. I was 17 years old, was blown, and the Baghdad authorities didn't let me out for 2 months of Baghdad. They retained me there.
You've had a very colorful life, Dolly.
I sure did.
Janet.
Yeah, we were talking about Jaja and Ava. I heard Ava was a little upset when you announced that she was going to marry Merv kind of ahead of the fact.
I never announced it.
Well, I read it in
for 12
print.
years,
Someone wrote that you said it, so, and I think that's what kind of upset her.
My darling, if you live with a man 12 years, don't you think being a Hungarian girl brought up in a convent, she should at last marry him already,
Yes,
or not live with him?
So you frown on Ava's cohabitating with Merv?
No, I don't, because Ava has her own house, and I adore and love Merv. I think he's the sweetest guy on the earth. But I think if a woman spends 12 years with a man, if he doesn't marry her, then look for another guy. Who the hell is it?
Question. I'd like to hear about the way you sell titles. I heard that you will sell titles to someone if they pay you $50,000.
Every German, you make only 500,000.
No. You see, nobility in Europe, the nobility people, especially in Germany, Austria, they're very poor. And they like to live like they used to live, you know. And that is why we come back to America again, because in Europe, America is paradise. So the nobility people think...
Aha, that's why you married me? Aha!
They
Two red blood Americans right here.
They think rich Americans, they have the money. Why not give them a title? Because lots of Americans ask for it.
I will explain. In Palm Beach, all the old ladies, included Barbara Hutton, wants a title. She made 3 titles and paid plenty.
Hugh Hefner's wife got a title.
I will finish that.
Too.
The American women, when they have money, they want a titled husband. The Europeans don't think a title doesn't mean a damn thing anymore, let's face it, except the British royal family. But the American women, they'll give their right arm for a baron, a count for a prince. They'll pay for it.
Jaja, you claim you were beaten up or attacked by this police
I don't
officer,
claim I was.
But it seems unusual to me. Do you think you provoked him in any way?
Yeah, well, he said to me, 4 four-letter words and that I'm a whore, and I did provoke him. I said, how dare you? Well, now, my dear, I just wish you one thing. Meet this policeman and then talk to me. He also beat up 30 other people already.
I just want to say you look beautiful.
And so are you.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
You said you did work with retarded people for the
Yes,
the
I
retarded
did, honey,
children.
for
I was
free.
just wondering, that sounds great, and I was just wondering
Oh, darling,
how
the
the work
most
was.
wonderful experience of my whole life. Those little children. I interviewed all the teachers. They all said, Miss Gabor, we'd rather work for them than for normal children. Those children are so wonderful, so affectionate. They want love. They want understanding. And I tell you one thing, they could be taught. I taught a whole class to sing a French song. There was an international. They can be taught. You need patience, understanding, and love to those children. I'm in love with that school, McBride School. I love them.
Georgia, what did you really learn from this experience?
Never to drive on La Cienega again in a Rolls Royce.
Be right back. Stay with us.
Illinois homeowners, in need of cash for any good reason, bill consolidation, home improvement, any other personal need, your home can work for you with a home equity loan from Centennial Mortgage Company. Call this number now. For 48-hour approval with no application fee, most credit and income accepted. Reduce your bills to one low monthly payment with tax-deductible interest. Apply by phone. Call Centennial now at 823-2500.
Get ready, get set, save during Dominic's great buy one, get one free sale. And in most cases, no coupon required. Free Edie's Grand Light Dessert, free large-size head lettuce, free Prego spaghetti sauce, free Indian summer apple juice, free salad-sized tomatoes, free Swan cotton swabs, and so much more.
No one knows like we do.
I went to one of those giant eyewear stores and got new glasses in 1 hour.
I went to American Vision Centers. I got personal attention, and the doctor didn't rush through my exam.
But I got mine in an hour.
American Vision had the latest products, like bifocal contacts and ultra-thin lenses with anti-reflective coating.
But I got mine in an hour.
I got mine when I needed them, and I paid a lot less than I used to.
I didn't need mine in an hour.
American Vision Centers, for everything you need in eye care.
6 questions to ask yourself if you ever have an accident. How good is my case? What is a fair settlement? How much should I get for pain and suffering? Can I get a settlement even if it's my fault? Can I choose my own doctor? What happens if I have a relapse? If you don't know the answers to these questions, call someone who does. Call Balkin and Dorn at 1-800-INJURED now.
Okay, this is the last segment. That's the last word on Jaja. Vera, you mentioned that you needed 20 grand for the agency. Did Jaja succeed in bringing in the bacon, so to speak?
Most certainly did. And we were just delighted and pleased with her when she was at the center. She talked with the homeless women on self-esteem building and career goals. And then she talked with senior citizens on...
That's wonderful.
And they were really just thrilled.
You need help still
Everybody
for the
was really
seniors.
thrilled with them.
Geraldo, the seniors need lots of help.
And I always say there's so much good in the worst of us, and there's so much bad in the best of us, until it doesn't behoove any of us to talk about the rest of us.
Oh, amen.
And that's
Is it true that you and your sister were married to the same man?
Wait a minute, I don't hear you.
Is it true that you and your sister, Magda, I guess, not Ava, Magda were married to the same man?
Yeah. I was married to George Sanders, who I really loved and adored. And I divorced him, and he married Ronald Coleman's wife, and then years later he came back to me if I want to marry him. And I don't know, I was stupid, I should have had, but thank God I didn't, because I wouldn't have met him. But I said, look, Georgie, what you need is a more, not so wild woman like I am, and not a woman who is always, full of, I have too much temperament. Marry my older sister, Magda. She was always in love with you. And I called Mother. Mother said I'm insane.
Family that
but
marries
Magda
together
married
stays
him.
together.
But it lasted only 6 months. He kept on calling her Jaja, and I had to cook.
Fragrance for men. The impact.